A fan has given Mark Consuelos some choice words after he guessed an answer correctly on his and his wife's morning show. During Friday's Live with Kelly and Mark episode, contestant Debbie was called in for the talk show's Bright Your Day trivia segment. A fan has given Mark Consuelos some choice words after he guessed an answer correctly on his and his wife's morning show. During Friday's Live with Kelly and Mark episode, contestant Debbie was called in for the talk show's Bright Your Day trivia segment. While she was convincing, Mark guessed correctly that Debbie was lying about the ghost story. Mark was joyous about his win, to which Kelly joked, "Don't celebrate. It is unbecoming." Debbie then spun the wheel and ended up winning an 8-day trip to Panama valued at $7,300. After her big win, Kelly joked again, "Debbie, I'm sorry you didn't win the mud though." Debbie jokingly snapped back, "Mark should be ashamed of himself." "And don't you worry, Debbie, I'm going to remind him for that all day, every day," Kelly replied. Mark then dropped his head and said he was sorry, to which Debbie replied once more, "No, you're not." Protein powder mayhem. Also during Friday's show, Kelly threw a savage dig at her husband over a surprising comment he made. She called him out during one of their introductory topics for saying the dumbest thing he's ever said. Early in the episode, Mark shared a list of weird stuff TSA will let you fly with. After listing off a few of the items, he revealed one of the products he's always had trouble flying with. The new live co-host said, "You know what stops you every time? Protein powder. If you check that, they stop you and they're like, 'What is that?' I go, 'That's protein powder.' They're like, 'Do you mind if we test it?' And I'm like, 'Go ahead.'" Intrigued, Kelly asked, "How do they test it?" After he explained that TSA will simply do a swab test, Kelly realized she was actually confused about the main aspect of his story. She asked her husband, "I have a question. Why do you travel with protein powder? I mean, were you in a weightlifting competition?" Defending himself, Mark explained, "If I'm going away for a couple of weeks, yeah, I need my protein powder. I carry it because I need a lot of protein. I need as many grams of protein as my body weight." "Or what will happen to you?" Kelly asked, not convinced. Mark told her, "I will feel flat, and you don't get as many gains as you want to get." Running his hand down his fit body, he added, "I mean, this doesn't happen by accident." Kelly broke out into a laughing fit until she was able to catch her breath and savagely tell him, "That's the dumbest thing you've ever said."